All right, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. We about to rock and roll in here, right? Now, listen. Today we're gonna talk about, being in the now. Okay, living in the moment, so to speak, right? Because I see a lot of people, living in the past and living in regret from, what they did in the past. But you got to understand this. You got to understand that you have to live in the moment to help determine your future, right? Now you got to set goals to try to predict what you're going to achieve in the future, right? It's your little way of trying to predict the future, right? But if you don't live in the now, what you do right now in this moment will help determine your future, okay? Now, if you're in the moment, if you're in the now, right now, and you're dwelling on shit that you did in the past, if you're dwelling on opportunities that you missed out on in the past, you are deterring yourself from accomplishing those goals and achieving, the future that you want to achieve. Now, what I do is every day I wake up, I have a routine, pray, meditate, set my morning goals, right? Then I set my daily goals. Now, I set goals from, morning, afternoon, to the night. And I carry that on to a weekly goal, to a monthly goal, to a yearly goal. Because I plan on predicting the future, predicting what my future is going to look like. Now, can I really determine, the outlook of tomorrow? Do I know what's going to happen tomorrow? Absolutely not. But I'm not worried about tomorrow because what I do right now, what I do in this moment today will determine the outcome of my goals and my future to come, okay? Do you follow me at the moment now? Because here's what it is, right? I see too many people out there that do a lot of talking about what they're going to do, what they're going to become, the levels of success that they're going to achieve, whether it's spiritual, financial, so on and so forth. But they're not putting any actions behind the words that they're speaking, okay? Because they're so caught up in the propaganda of what they're going to accomplish that they're forgetting the most important part. What are you going to do right now in this moment to make that happen? What actions are you going to take to predict that future that you're talking about? You know what I mean? And a lot of people get caught up on that because all they're doing is talking hot air, So, on the other note, there's a lot of people that are sulking in that poor me, why me, how me, I don't know, and this happened to me, and all of that, and sulking and regretting on what happened to them in the past instead of learning from that, or learning from them mistakes, or learning from the tragedies that may have happened to them, and building on that in the now to accomplish what they want to do in the future. They're harping so much on what happened to them in the past that they're forgetting to set the goals to accomplish their future. And that's a big part, man. Setting goals for yourself. I mean, at least for me. Some people might just have shit handed to them. I don't. I'm sorry. 2 years ago, I predicted in this very building that I was going to be the GM of this company. And, 2 years later, here I am, because I predicted that was going to happen. Now, I predict that, in the next 3 to 5 years, I'll be traveling worldwide, speaking to the youth and speaking to people all over the country, all right, all over the globe, all right? But those are my personal goals. That's just my long term. That's me predicting my future for the long term. But right now, in this moment, what I plan to do is to reach out to everybody whoever's watching this video. I want you to hit the like button, hit the share button. I want you to add some comments below. Don't be afraid to interact with me because, I'm just the normal average Joe. I'm not the guy sitting back with a $10 million bank account bragging about how rich I am and living in a lavish house. I'm just like you. But I have goals, and I'm willing to help you accomplish your goals. This is your boy, Campanella's Motivation. Facebook, YouTube, like, share, subscribe today. I love you guys, and kick today's ass.